Now I'm gonna give you an update. What's going on with Fredo, Lottie, Tankz? I'm just gonna give you an update because it's important to cover all news. You get me? So I'm not gonna talk about my opinion on this, but I'm gonna give you an update. Obviously, Lottie, everyone's made out her to be a stalker. Everyone, like obviously Fredo, the boy Tankz, etc., etc. Lottie has sent me an email, and there's obviously a few other blog pages that's posted it. But Lottie's has made she's gone to the police and she's got an injunction against Fredo's mum. Obviously, in the injunction, there's Fredo's mum. I know what Fredo's mum's name is. You get me? I know a lot of stuff that I haven't gone mad. And Tankz. Now, obviously, the narrative is saying that she's a stalker. She's a stalker. She's been getting stalked. This is what Fredo had to say. Look, this is what
I'm back. The truth will always reveal itself. To be real, I don't really have an explanation for that kind of crazy level. Whatever it is I've been going through for the last 4 years with this person. But yeah, you lot should have known that was some nonsense from there talking about Santander's lucky I let him on my project. Like, come on, be for real. And all the rest. To be real, I don't even want to dwell on it too much. It is what it is. You can see what it is. Anyone who wants to really look into it, you'll see what it is. Straight psycho. Moving forward, it's still nothing but love. It's like I've been away and the love ain't even gone nowhere. The song's doing well, #1 on YouTube and whatever. I got a lot of announcements coming. Strictly music. I know it's a lot of nonsense on the internet, this, that, my name and a lot that really I'm not even involved with, but I guess it comes with that. But yeah, like I said, just stay in tune. Shout Dave every time, and anyone else who might have got their name mixed up in all that rubbish, but moving forward, it's strictly music.
Obviously, that was the last time Fredo made a response. Lottie has now gone to the police and made a case against the three. Tankz, Fredo, and Fredo's mum. You get me? Like, boom. What was said and how the angle is that she is behind that page, the fake flex page. So obviously the truth will always come out. I'm not going to speak on that. I'm sure Lottie will give her phone over and do what she needs to do, all the necessary things to prove her innocence. And when she does, with facts, with police, with whatnot, I will definitely give you lot the information and say, just because, do you know what it is? Online, there's multiple YouTubers, there's people saying that, oh yeah, boom, Bouncer's trying to destroy Fredo. You get me? So these things need to be done just to let you lot know. Everything that man's done, I stand up against any misjustice, guys. I'm not perfect. You get me? The whole world can fly the snitch flag to man. No problem. But I'm not perfect. But one thing is I know what's wrong and I know what's right. And this page here, this brother here, let me get him up because I want to show you lot something. I want to show you. You see, Urban Music UK, this brother here. Now, he's made videos about man saying I'm disgusting, boom, 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 boom. I used Dig That's name, boom, 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 and we spoke. And big shout out to him. He's the only real person that has come out here and looked at the information and seen it for how it is and used logics, used looking at things and using logic. So I'm gonna play what he has to say. He posted this 6 hours ago, and I've actually commented and said, brother, you are the realest. When I speak, I get called a hater, bro. So I just left it to God. That's what I put. This is what he had to say.
This whole Fredo situation is so weird, and it's definitely exposed how selective the UK black culture is. From when a man's getting exposed for his wrongdoings, whether it's robbing promoters and not performing at the shows, through scamming his investors and get me running off of their money, or chatting to young gal, with clear evidence as well. Man are quick to say it's AI is photoshopped. What, since when did everybody become an expert in identifying whether things online are AI? Of course, no one wants to believe, you know, one of the hardest rappers in the UK, one of the certiest rappers in the UK, in the last like 8 to 10 years, is gonna go out like this, man. But yo, I think man need to wake up and smell the coffee, fam. Of course, things can be doctored. I'm not saying it can't be doctored, but for one, there's voice notes, WhatsApp chats, there's Snapchats, screen recordings of my man from back then, bro. There's Snapchats of my man where the young gal are opening a snap to my man. I don't know how people are even saying it's cap. And you got Tankz, who was aggressively reporting on the story from minute one, calling Fredo out, was all of a sudden taking a U-turn, and he's now defending Fredo. That boy's definitely been paid, man. And everyone's brushing it off, saying, oh, my man's just been exposed for flying out baddies to Thailand. How is that a bad thing? Everyone's trying to see Fredo's downfall. No, they're not, bro. Of course, no one cares if he's got exposed for dating bare women and that. No one cares about that. Man are focused on the allegations of him chatting to a young gal. And this ain't just come out of thin air as well. Diggity's been saying this for the past 3-4 years, bro. There's literally old Twitter threads from 2020 of exposing Fredo. It's like that saying, there's no smoke without fire, so it's not just some crazy personal assistant that's, you know, trying to tarnish my man's name. There's been allegations from other people. And no, I'm not a Fredo hater. I'm one of Fredo's biggest fans. I know all of his songs, you get me? Fredo's one of my favourite UK rappers. If this was any other rapper, if it was Sench, I don't even think Sench would be getting a pass, bro, because bare man are preying on Sench's downfall for real. So I'm pretty sure if these certain allegations were on on Central C's name, he would not be getting the same grace that Fredo was getting. If it was Lowski, or let that be Stormzy, I'm telling you, man, these men will not get the same grace. But evidently, there's a lot of weird people, a lot of weird loyal fans that follow Fredo. There's a lot of people, other blog pages, other media personalities that are not saying nothing about it. For what reason, I don't know. But at the end of the day, as I said, if it was any other rapper, man will be holding the same energy. But I'm sure anyway, we'll see this situation come to a natural conclusion, innit? This whole...
Bro, I'll be honest with you, yeah? See this brother here? I don't want no one telling me anything, bro. I will play one of these videos of him getting onto me, bro. But you know what? It's his opinion. And you see him, he will look at what's in your face and look at logics. But you see when man says things or whatnot, Bouncer is a hater, he's trying to get my man cancelled. No, bro. You get me? I'm not going to speak on all these other things. I'm going to let God do it. But it's good that Lottie has now took it upon herself, because she's been they're saying, yo, you are flipping, you're a stalker. Lottie, you're a stalker. That's what they're saying. Lottie, you're a stalker. Okay, cool. Lottie, prove that you're not a stalker. You get me? And you can only prove it by giving your phones in, getting it examined, giving the police your phones or whatever, and going down that route. You get me? Because at the end of the day, what's gonna happen is Bounce is a hater. Boom, 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 boom. That Mr. Flake Fetzer, every post on there was fake. My man hit the nail on the head. I didn't mention anything to do with flipping investors or anything and everything. But like I said, God will do what he needs to do. God will do what he needs to do. But you see him, and it's good that we've got the younger generation, people like him, that's gonna push culture, because you see the other generation, the other blog pages and that everything is selective, bro. Everything's selective. And you're totally right. If this was Central C, the whole of the UK, multiple pages, multiple TikTokers will be making videos just like how they made videos against Young Fiddy. Do you know why? Because they're at that mad power, and it's like, look, it's the like factor. It's the like factor. Michael Ward is more likes than Young Fiddy. Young Fiddy had the allegation straight away. They've made rooms, boom, boom, boom. Everyone's done this. You know what? Why? It gets views. You get me? He gets views. Still don't know whether he's guilty or not, or if he's innocent. Do you know what I mean? They don't know. They don't know the case. But when it comes to all of this, it's selective culture. But Bounce is going to be called a hater and the bad guy and whatnot. So let me give you some next news and updates and just mind my business on that. Now, the boy LB, D-Block Europe, you get me? Boom, he's made a return. You see him, boom. He's done a music video. Boom, all of that. Look, he's loading. He's with the boy.
Now we stuttering.
So he's loading. Obviously, good to see he make a return. Get me? Boom. He posted this 10 hours ago. My man is a GOAT. And they see the marketing tactics with DBE. Every single album, they conquer a part of the world. Whether it's Albania, whether it's Pakistan, whether it's now Morocco. And guess what? These songs are going to keep getting played in shishas. And they're the realest, bro. They're the best to ever do it. I'm telling you, DBE is the best to ever do this thing. You get me? And obviously their albums dropping. And this is why DBE are the best to ever do it, because they will drop their album when it's ready. They don't care whether it's in October, November, or December. Remember, you see in January and February and all these people, anyone that drops their album from January, February, March, they're doing it strategically, so they're not against any big players. Understand that. You see, when the big players start dropping, or they want to avoid the Christmas or November, the big players are here. They're ready to start dropping. So if you look at any artist that's dropping their projects around the start of the year, you know that they're trying to get a top 10 with, I don't know, 6,000 album sales. When it's now or November, to get a top 10 might be 15,000 album sales. You get me? But what it looks like, obviously, it's all about positioning. So obviously, shout out to UK Rap Numbers, DBE's final album, I'm Not Crying, You're Crying. They're about to drop, and it's amazing to see them make a comeback. It's amazing to see, obviously, them together dropping music, and hopefully that the boy LB has not quit music. You get me? Because it will be a big L in UK culture right now. What's happening. Like, also, another update. Where is the update? Obviously, you know, where is the favorite artist, the boy Dave. We've been waiting for this. We're waiting for Dave to drop his album. Now, I know he's about to drop this year. I can feel it. You get me? I can feel it. So we're waiting for this. It's been 5 years plus since Dave has dropped the album. You get me? And I'm not happy about it, to be honest. No one's not happy. His fans are not happy about it, but you see what he's got in store. I know when it comes to this music and instruments and whatnot, he takes this very serious. So I know this body of work is going to be very serious, very, very serious. So just a little update of what's going on in our culture. Like I said, every day I'm going to start giving you clips of each and whatnot of what's going on. And yeah, guys, make sure you subscribe. Also, on the 23rd of November, I'm doing a music seminar in London. I've got around 200 early bird tickets available. That's going for £15 per ticket. Now, before the early bird stage gets sold out, YouTube, if you're a music artist, if you're a manager, it's a seminar. So you're going to get label people, you're going to get insights, you're going to get a step-by-step how to actually grow as an artist. Now, most artists, you're going to spend money in the wrong areas. So the best advice is to get that wisdom. I've had 3 masterclasses this year where I've gone up to when I've gone up to Manchester and Brighton, and people was waiting for me to come to London. Now it's your time to come to London and sign up. So yeah, click the link in bio, secure your tickets before obviously the tickets go up to £50 and plus, and boom, 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 boom. And make sure you subscribe. Peace.